who's this, but I'm gonna borrow and Pacific Lunch.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, around the city, the province, the country, welcome to a big night for soccer for the Mohawk Mountaineers. My name is Harrison Myers, and I'm joined by my co-host.
My name is Matt Jandrew. We're here for our first game of the year. It's the Mohawk Mountaineers home opener game. It's the very first game here at St. Mary's Catholic Secondary School, the new home of the Mohawk Mountaineers soccer program after playing at Tim Hortons Field for the last few years. So we'll be looking to christen in the new home with a win today for both the men's and women's team.
Yeah, for sure. The women's team so far in the season in the conference are 1-0. They beat the Sheridan Bruins. The men's team is 0-1 so far. The first game will be between the women. They will be going up against Redeemer University. Redeemer University are 0-1. They lost to Niagara.
And last year in the matchup against Redeemer, the women did draw 0-0 against Redeemer, but they do have a 14-0-5 record against Redeemer since the 2011 season. So they've had a lot of success against this team in the past, and with any luck, that'll continue today.
For sure, it's a beautiful, beautiful day, looking like a beautiful night. Not too cold, no rain either.
Perfect conditions out there. Perfect.
Definitely. Very excited to bring you this game, and we'll be right back on National Anthems. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to St. Mary's Catholic Secondary School for the 2025 Mohawk Mountaineers Soccer Home Opener. Today's matchup features the visiting Redeemer Royal, the Royal Mohawk Mountaineers. Now, starting for the team, number 3, Thunder Cedars. Also starting, also starting for Redeemer, number 9, Maya Cedars. Number 10, Tatiana Pellegrino. Yes, Teachers Athletics Association, and as a member adheres to the fair play policy as outlined by the Michigan Regulation. Mohawk College staff and the game officials have the right to remove any spectator exhibiting unsportsmanlike, rude, and/or objectionable behavior, as well as foul language during the match. Each in professional and sporting manner. We acknowledge that Mohawk College is situated on the traditional territory of the Haudenosaunee and the Anishinaabe Nation, within the lands protected by the District 1 Student Wampum Agreement and is currently home to many indigenous peoples from across Turtle Island. Now, if I could ask you to please rise to your able to and raise your hat for the playing of the Canadian national anthem.
going to be a good one, like you said before. Perfect conditions. Couldn't ask for a better day, better night for a soccer game here. Both teams are looking to build on strong seasons. Mohawk looking to build upon their playoff berth last year. Had a quarterfinal loss to Seneca, but they're hoping for more of the same and to go even deeper into the playoffs this season.
Their Mountaineers are wearing white. And the other team, which is Redmond University, are going to be wearing what? Coin toss going on before we get started.
It's like Grace McClellan's out there for Mohawk taking the coin toss.
And it looks like for Redeemer University, we're looking at Grace DeVries, as well as Emily Wall. So while we're waiting, Matt, anything to share with the audience? Any facts?
Well, prior to the first varsity start in the net. So because there's going to be competition, but they're happy to have three solid goals in the net along with their
Very interesting. Redeemer here only has two goalies, so bit of a different look there.
the time. This is a bigger group involved this year. Culture change this season. Had a great season to build on last year and then this year. And he's very excited for possibilities going into.
Seems like a great coach. It seems clearly after the great season last season that he's very successful. So we're all very excited to see what this girls team can do and build on what happened last year. And well, this really starts here. 1-0 already. Keep building on that victory.
Stadium. Have 2-2-1 record playing at so not terrible, not perfect, but
Yep. As we get started, your Mountaineers are taking the field now. We're just waiting on Redeemer University. For the Mountaineers, as already mentioned, Victoria Kerr will be in net. We have what looks to be a center back combination. We have three center backs, what looks to be three midfielders, and then three up front. So we're looking at a 3-3-3 here, which is not uncommon, but maybe a bit different. So we'll have to see what Redeemer does.
Like something happened.
Hawks got a lot of veteran presence on that back end. Sylvia Sokaz, Grace McClellan in the midfield. We have lots of third and fourth year girls, so a lot of experience.
Yep. Here we go now as the ball's hit to Redeemer's number 9. That is Maya Swingers as it goes down the right side. As Redeemer try to push it forward. Mohawk making sure that their press is on. Ball staying in the back line. Be a very patient start. The two teams feeling each other out. Haven't played each other this year. As Mohawk now takes control of possession. Ball sent forward and blocked. The Mountaineers try to get something started, but it goes through. Now, rounds will be Mountaineers ball, as it is Alia Coolman for Redeemer holding that side as it goes back out. throw in for the Mountaineers. It is a long one down the side, hit off her head, and will go out of play. Redeemer ball. I think both teams are just feeling each other out here.
At least they're getting first time playing each other this year. They're very familiar with a lot of veterans. They do know each other, but of course,
Yeah. Here now, Mohawk has their press going. The Mountaineers trying to create maybe an early mistake from Redeemer University. They're holding onto the ball, but any good presence right now for the Mountaineers is a good sign. As that ball is stolen away by Emily Shores. She will just lose it, but already good start for the Mountaineers. Good pressure. Throwing for Redeemer. That one is kicked back out to the middle. Down on the left side now. Ball stays in bounds. The Mountaineers keeping up their pressure, but now Redeemer University seem to be getting out of their own zone, out of the press, and a foul is committed there. Free kick taken very quickly. Mistake. And here come the Mountaineers the other way on the counterattack. Ball is put through there. And it is lost by Hannah Kelly. Very nearly again. The Mountaineers looking very strong. That was Valerie LaRoche who put that ball through to Hannah Kelly. Was intercepted, but complaints there. Good start for the Mountaineers so far.
After impressive performance on both ends of the field last game in the season opener was awarded Mohawk Athlete of the Week. So
Very impressive. Awesome for her. As Sylvia Soka sits it back to Kerr. The ball's given away there by Marley Dropper. And now Redeemer will take possession in Mohawk territory. First time controlling the ball. It is Tatiana Pellegrino who loses the ball now. Approach comes the other way. It's kicked down. Very hot potato to start this game. That ball is deflected and still in play, rolled on the line. Now taken back control by the Mountaineers and then given back away. And costly turnover there is that this gives some really good field presence here for Redeemer University. Throw-in comes forward, hit down into the corner. Our first chance perhaps, and it is cleared away by the Mountaineers. Some great defense there.
like they're building some confidence. Mohawk's got to calm it down. They got a first-time starter in net there. They really want to make sure they're getting rid of that. None of that junk out in the middle there.
Yeah, great clearance there by Sylvia Sokaz. As the throw-in is high and headed away by Sokaz. And headed away again, this time by Madison Rodriguez, who had an assist in the last game. That ball sent forward to Kerr. She's able to collect very easily. Kerr will drop kick it to the middle. It is past Rodriguez off number 17's head. That is Emily Woolraven. As Redeemer now control possession. In the middle, some contact is made. Redeemer still have possession. Alia Brukelman. Back down as they control. Ball's now given away and one back. And now Redeemer, through ball is there, and great interception by Valerie LaRoche. She has already been everywhere all over the pitch today.
You can see why she was the athlete of the week. She's already making her presence felt defensively, and she's had a couple of good through balls already to this point.
You're very right with that, as now the Mountaineers take back possession and might have a chance. And there's the through ball right to Hannah Kelly.
Tough contest there. She gets it out.
Now Rodriguez again in the middle. Great pass across. That ball goes back in. Some great control by the Mountaineers.
Rodriguez headers it back. It is just over Grace McKellen's head. Grace McKellen scored the goal in the last game, so eyes will be on her to see if she can do it again. But now Redeemer are coming the other way with their own counterattack. The ball is put through. Here's a great chance for them. The Mountaineers able to recover. It's now taken by the Mountaineers. It's Valerie LaRoche again, and that ball is taken out. A great recovery there from the Mountaineers. That got pretty scary.
So far, they look like they're scrambling a little bit on the back end.
Both teams so far, some good through balls, good counterattacks, but not a lot of controlling the ball and having good possession. Foul is committed there onto Alyssa Glassbergen, and it'll be Mountaineers ball with a free kick at their 50-yard line in their half. That one is sent to LaRoche. She puts it down into Emily Schwarz. Schwarz back to LaRoche. Calling for it was not Rodriguez. It was the lady behind her, but she did not get the ball as the Mountaineers lose possession. But that one is kicked right at her own teammate, and now it's taken back by the Mountaineers.
Just shuts down that little.
Yeah, they were clearly outnumbered there, the Mountaineers. I think they were as surprised as we are that they got the ball right back, so they didn't know what to do. That one is taken back, as that is number 15, Abby Winja. One down the flanks. His Redeemer try to create, and that one is picked off by the Mountaineers. That is Sylvia Sokas again, but she loses the ball. Now Redeemer, a through ball, but that will be too far away and collected by Kerr. Yeah, sure. See, seems Grace DeVries for Redeemer, number 19, is their main striker, along with their number 11, Alia Bukelman. The Mountaineers also have a double strike partnership, with that being Hannah Kelly. The ball is taken out and will be Redeemer ball. A very dangerous spot. Free kick here will be taken by Emily Wool-Raven. Be interesting to see, Matt, if she'll go for goal, maybe go for a short pass or cross it in. There it is. It's a great ball forward, just past everyone. Ooh, that was scary. That was scary. That was a really good pass. Luckily, it might have been hit just a little bit too hard, out of reach. First real chance of the match for either team. Now the Mountaineers will try to respond to that free kick, but that ball's given away. Another great chance. Big tackle after the play. Nope. She is in a battle as that ball will be taken just out of bounds as she slid for that. Very good effort there from the number 10, Tatiana Pellegrino. But LaRoche able to hold on to the ball. Now it's another battle between that is Pellegrino against the Mountaineers' Emily Schwarz. A lot of names we've been mentioning because they've been all over the ball so far. It has not been hit to the right side the whole time.
You right up on our end. So more crosses going across, spreading the ball around.
Yeah. It'll be Redeemer ball again in the middle. Good throw in as now it's headed back. Redeemer will control possession, but stolen away by Rodriguez. The Mountaineers want the counterattack, but they are outnumbered. The ball is sent forward off the head of, that is number 11, Alia Brukelman. Crossing as the ball is sent away and given away by the Mountaineers. But again, looking dangerous. It seems to me that every time they get that close to goal, there's only 3 of them.
I think they do know they have a freshman goalie. Give her as much help as possible, but so far, like you said, they're crossing about that 40-yard line and it's getting shut down. Although, here, what is this?
Here we go. The cross comes into
Oh,
Rodriguez. It is past everyone. That
at
was
least that was it looked good. Looked good. That's their first real kind of putting the ball into a dangerous spot. So hopefully something to build on there.
Rodriguez is looking for Hannah Kelly there, but it just got past her. Now Redeemer come the other way. Another through ball. That is hit far down the corner. Will anyone be able to get onto that? And that
That one was it.
pass went out off of the Redeemer player, Maya Siders. Will be Mountaineers ball. Kerr will kick it. You get down to the side. And now the Mountaineers will try to get out of their zone. A great header to keep it alive, but it is given away. Redeemer University coming down now. They have some numbers, have some speed as that ball is hit back. Given away.
Oh,
Big tackle there by the number 19, Grace DeVries. That looked painful.
you hear that one from up here.
That was not enjoyable. Throw in there from Laroche. She seems to be okay after that tackle.
Yep, bounced back well. That's why you know, she's tough. These girls are tough, especially 3, 4 years into this.
They know what to expect and they'll be able to help out all the newbies, all the first years or second years.
Redeemer is playing very poised, very disciplined. We haven't seen any fouls for them yet. Couple taken by Mohawk so far. So the ball's moved up.
And was cleared away. A very, very important clearance there by Marley Drawford. As Redeemer were pressing, they still have the ball. Rodriguez able to take it away and given to the side to Claudia Calix. And clear. Launch now. Trolls pass to Rodriguez. A great passing from the Mountaineers. And that one is a through ball down to Kelly. Kelly in the corner. A great pass there. Sent by the header.
And that was some good movement. That's the first, real coordinated attack I think we've seen that's really pressed Redeemer here so far.
Great chance there for Alyssa last version. Just goes over far, but
And a beautiful ball in by Rodriguez.
where the Mountaineers will take them. Starting to create chances early in this game. So it's Redeemer's turn to come back. Or not, as Rodriguez takes it away. Some fatigue may be setting in for these girls.
This has been up and down action so far.
It has been. There's not been a lot of setting up. It's just been go, go, go. And now the through ball comes into Kelly down low. She controls it, looking for someone in the middle. The cross comes in. It will not be cleared, and the shot by Calix is just out. No shots on goal yet for either team. Just some getting skied or missed.
We've seen some build-ups looking dangerous, but no one's gotten quite on net yet.
Seems that we're past the point of hot potato, and the teams are starting to figure each other out and starting to create. From what we've seen from the Mountaineers, is
Nice battle there.
their pressure is paying off as the pass to Calix, back to Rodriguez. Here comes the cross to Kelly. He headed away and taken down the side. Siders is passed down low to Pellegrino. Down to the side. Pellegrino puts it through, and now here they come the other way.
Just won't have enough
Just out
enough speed to that.
Grace DeVries could not make that ball for Pellegrino. And it is cleared down and will be Kerr's ball. We'll pass it short. And it's kept short there. Ooh, big tackle.
First Redeemer foul of the game there.
Yeah, actually, didn't think it was a foul, but that looked pretty aggressive to me.
Let the ref know, but what are you going to do?
Yeah, no one's decision to make there.
LaRoche has not been shy of the physicality of this game. She's been right in the mix.
And she is not taking really two big tackles right there, but as we said, she's a veteran. She's tough. That's what you need is the ball's given away, and now Redeemer have a chance. It is taken away though. Great defensive play by Marley Dropper. She keeps on going. But Redeemer steal it again. Now here's a chance to cross. Dropper in the way, blocks it again. Some great defense coming from the Mountaineers, but that one's given away.
Errant pass there.
Turn pass. Redeemer take back possession. Again, give credit to the Mountaineers defense. They were right there every step of the way. Sliders. Down to the corner, Pellegrino. She is tackled by LaRoche. Will be out of play, and she'll get a throw, and she'll go quickly. Now to Kelly. Kelly against Siders. Siders looking for her. Will pass it away. It's Talia who's Doongale, who's playing the ball. That is given away. And now the Mountaineers have possession. Can they create? Put in. Rodriguez has it. Cross, deflects, and is taken back by Redeemer. Now they have a chance.
Again, Mohawk shell. They're really not letting much. I mean, there've been some chances down the side, but there's been nothing really challenging coming through the middle of that field. And as much as they haven't had the offense quite going, their defense has been stellar so far.
It seems like they've been in control for this game. It's a big challenge there. The ref hasn't blown his whistle often.
No, he's been letting them play for the most part. Obviously, we've seen a couple of fouls here and there, but
So far so good. The big stuff is called, but in the between it's been pretty lenient. See if that changes as this game goes on. As the ball is put through and headed away. Very important header there by Marley Dropper. And now Redeemer still have possession, as that is Ava Manshandon trying to get into the corner, and it is out of play. Will be curveball. Some great blocking there by Sylvia Sokas against Shandon.
Redeemer is probably winning the possession battle right now, but I think Mohawk has made a lot of stellar defensive plays, and I think they've got a lot of positives, to build on, despite maybe the ball being in their end a little bit more than in Redeemers.
Yeah, they've created their chances have been a lot better than that. Surely a foul. When we see a card, seems to be a warning from the referee there.
And LaRoche hitting the floor again, but she popped back up. Maybe checking out her shin a little bit, but she seems to be okay.
He's getting beat up tonight. That was Elliot Brukelman. We'll keep an eye on her to see if the ref next time, if she commits a foul, if he will give the yellow card. Free kick there taken by Sylvia Sokas. And now the Mountaineers have possession, but that one is given away. It'll be interesting to see if there'll be any changes made by the Mountaineers. They have created chances, but it seems like the last moment they cannot get that finish. It will be a Redeemer ball off the giveaway.
The back up and down, Northwest action slowed down a little bit. It looks like, like we said, teams are settling in. So, there hasn't been quite as many runs, but I think on the back end there might be a change second half, just to keep the legs fresh.
Now as that ball is sent towards Kelly, an unlucky touch, and it's taken away. But now Rodriguez finds Kelly. She could be through, and it is taken away for a corner though. Some good defense there by Abby Winja.
Last game against Sheridan, Mohawk did get their lone goal off a scramble coming from a Rodriguez corner. So
Have to see if that happens again.
look for Grace McClellan. She's dangerous in the box.
See some instructions there by the Mountaineers head coach. He wants a lot of people in the box. There's only 2 people not in the box. Rodriguez waits for the call. Everyone seems to be in the same spot for both sides. So now the corner comes in. It is outside of the box and taken away by Redeemer. That is Tatiana Pellegrino able to clear it, but the Mountaineers take it right back. The shot is just blocked.
LaRoche getting up in the action there.
Ends up on the floor,
Ends up on the floor.
on the grass
She
again.
is a warrior today. That's for sure.
Jeez. Great performance already from her and the Mountaineers.
They're showing a lot of heart.
They've had the better chances. The great chance that Redeemer had was off that free kick. But other than that, I feel like it's been all Mohawk so far. As again, another giveaway.
And that one's going to dribble out along the sideline.
Will be a throw in. So again, another point that we haven't mentioned is that these teams haven't played together a lot. So new faces.
Those
to
new
each other.
faces. I mean, there are a lot of returning players, but there's some, key freshmen on both sides. Like we said, Victoria Kerr in net today, making her first varsity start. And Redeemer also has a number of rookies, especially in the midfield and the defense. So lots of freshness, lots of people kind of settling into their roles on the team as we get the season underway.
For sure. It's now back-to-back headers from both teams. That shot is just was trying to make some sort of pass. It will be a foul there, committed by Emily Schwartz, and will be a Redeemer free kick in their own end.
And the crowd is filling up nicely here as we approach the 23rd minute of play.
Oh yeah, we seem to have a very much packed house. We got some students, some other varsity athletes for both sides, as we do have another soccer match, but I think from other sports as well, family, friends.
Good to see other varsity athletes. I know the program's really pushing, supporting each other, and so it's good to see those teams coming out, even though it's a bit of a trip from the school.
Oh yes, as that ball sent forward, right onto Kerr, and she will collect. But
No problem with that, but looking a little scary there for a moment.
that was Leah Brukelman that came in for that ball off a pretty decent cross there by Mia Siders. A good idea. Sometimes just throw it up there.
We just can't quite handle that.
And the other way, come Redeemer again. Audrey Benjamins had it, lost it. That one's kicked away, headed back. Now Redeemer trying to take it, but Rodriguez steals it and passes it back, and now it is Mountaineers possession. Just give it away though. Now Redeemer will have the ball back and will have their own chance. It is on the flanks. Roach is there again battling. The ball seems to be played through a lot by Mia Siders for Redeemer.
Redeemer seems to like running their offense through this left side of the field, but LaRoche has been as solid as a rock, like we keep saying over and over, which, it's true.
Yep. That ball was meant to be there for Brukelman. It was lost, and now the Mountaineers come back. Taken away, though, immediately by Ava Manshanden. Yes. The pass is made, and now Audrey Benjamins try to put it down the corner. It is too far away from Pellegrino. Will be Mountaineers' fault. And the first sub of the match is here for the Mountaineers. That is number 3, Una Leo, coming off. One of the many defensemen. As now, with that move, we can see the Redeemer University bench, everybody standing up and warming up.
Looks like it was Naomi Cook coming on for the Mohawk Mountaineers there. Some fresh legs in as the ball comes to her.
Cook plays the ball.
Oh.
Wow.
Fancy play.
Nearly right off the bench, ready to go. I mean,
What should call an energy boost right there from Cook.
That was, if you're a coach, I mean, that's a heat check. I like that, though.
You think she was ready to go coming off the bench?
I think she was. I mean, she make that play, too. She could have been through there. But now Redeemer coming the other way, trying to create Benjamins.
Nice tackle by Cal.
The tackle, but they keep possession as now Kendra Siders puts it down, tries to cross save, but it will be taken there by Grace McKellen. As mentioned, she's the only person on this team to have a goal. As the shot comes in and a big block there by Callens, but it's down into the corner now. Pellegrino puts it back. There's the cross. And taken away. A beautiful cross there from Grace DeVries. That was pretty well placed, but just blocked by the Mountaineers.
It's like LaRoche may have gotten just enough of that to get out of harm's way.
Seemed to be Roach and Sylvia Sokas. Some great defense as Kerr will collect that one easily. So far, so good for Victoria Kerr. As we said, it was her first year, first start. You know, the nerves. I've never played in such a big atmosphere like this, but I know what it's like to be nervous in sports. So
Absolutely, but she's looking good. She's looking calm. Not too many high danger chances, but when they have been there, she's looked poised.
in this game, simple mistake is all it takes. So collecting the easy ones is the perfect start. That's how you get into the game. Now we'll see Redeemer will come back as that is probably a foul there on Emily Wolves Raven. No call though. Now the Mountaineers control. Cook has it again. Are you seeing her unbelievable move that she almost completed there? See, she maybe goes for it again. As now Redeemer have the ball in the midfield, cross it forward, and that one will be cleared away right to Kelly though. And now the Mountaineers could counterattack. They do not have the numbers. Now Rodriguez, a very good passer,
Oh,
just getting away. Kelsey's upset by that. Is off. The Roach in the middle. That's taken with speed there. Wow. Early dropper came out very quickly. Taken by the Mountaineers. A foul there committed. Going to Alyssa Glass Virgin, and you will take that if you are the Mountaineers. A great bad.
no, there's not shying away from contact this game.
Seems Redeemer playing physical but fair.
It's
Nothing.
been fair, nothing dirty, but just hard fought battles, hard fought tackles, fouls here and there. But so far, good showing from both sides.
Just good soccer, and now a very good chance for the Mountaineers to get their first goal. Is taken short. That is
By LaRoche.
cross.
Ah,
Ah,
first shot on goal again.
was on target a little bit harder, and whew, that could have been an unbelievable goal. But you'll take that.
Been a Beckham-esque score there in our home
That
opener.
would have been something. With the Mountaineers still 0-0 if you're just joining us tonight. Mohawk Mountaineers versus Redeemer University. This is the first of two games. This is between the two women's sides. That one is down into the corner. A big tackle. I think she did get the ball. I don't think it was a foul, but both women did fall. Some great blocking there by Grace McKellen to not touch the ball. No, actually, the ref, one of the linesmen, did call a foul. And it will be a free kick. Sylvia Sokas. She'll put it into the middle to Marley Dropper. Dropper will put it down to the side. And still kept alive by the Mountaineers on the sidelines, taken away by Redeemer. And now they have control of the ball. Great ball forward. One is down into the corner. Sokas battling there with her own teammate Chris McKellen. She lets McKellen blast it away and clear. Throw-in taken by Happy Windja. Let me say so far from both teams, I'm impressed with these throw-ins. They do not throw it short. They try to go as long as possible. And now Redeemer again pushing forward, trying to create a great touch there by Alia Brutelman, but her teammate on the right side, Tatiana Pellegrino, was not ready for that one.
Pause for some shoelace tying here.
So, no subs yet made from Redeemer. Saw one from the Mountaineers. Did see everybody start warming up.
Good
They
ball
sat-
from Callis there.
they sat right back down. Is now have to see if Kelly and Cook can work better together next time. Is now here come Redeemer trying to create. That ball is sent into the middle. No one is there. And the Mountaineers will retake possession thanks to LaRock. Going into the side. Tackle is made out of bounds off of Ava Manshandon. It will be Mountaineers throw. Mohawk throws it in. Down the side to Kelly. What a throw. Now the Mountaineers have a chance. And the ball is put through and just out of reach of Bernarda Torres. Unfortunate. And now they must come back on defense as Redeemers from the other side. Audrey Benjamins trying to find someone in the middle and gives it away. No movement there being made by Redeemer.
And Kelly goes down hard.
Well, he does go down hard. No parts from the ref. I'm a bit surprised. I didn't think it was a malicious tackle, but eventually,
There's something behind it, you know, a little bit of force there, but
I just think eventually, at one point, he's got to pull out the card. But so far, not yet. The ball picked down by McKellen, given up. And now the other way, it is Maya Siders. She's had some great crosses so far today. And she puts that ball forward into Pellegrino, into the middle, and just cleared away. A great clearance there from Sylvia Sokas as Maria Bertelman almost had a great chance to score.
Pellegrino's missed a couple of those through balls down in the corner there, but that time she got a good piece of it, good cross, but a nice defensive play from the Mountaineers.
It's probably the best chance for Redeemer, because that is a great ball. She tried to put it down in the corner with the shoulder touch there by Emily Woolraven, and that will be out of bounds. Throwing for the Mountaineers. LaRoche will take the throw in. It seems that with the substitution that came in, she switched side. She went from left back to right back. Throw in comes in, will be headed away right to the Mountaineers. Now the counter is on, but it is just out of reach. But the deflection taken away and hit down to Kelly. A great ball there from Bernarda Torres. That ball's put into the middle to Cook. She's a one-on-one battle. And it is kicked away to Pellegrino. So great defense there by Maya Siders. Kelman leaves it low. Taking away some great defense and surprise. No cards coming up in the referee. It doesn't even look like he's thinking about it. First substitutions for Redeemer, substitution from Redeemer, and second one is Rodriguez will be coming out here for your Mountaineers.
And that's Pellegrino going out for the Redeemer.
It will be a Mohawk free kick taken by Sylvia Sokas. She's been taking a lot of these so far. For the Mountaineers, it is number 9, Alyssa Glassman coming back in. Mountaineers control. McKellen tempted the ball down the flanks and it was intercepted right to Abby Wanja. We'll go back to her as the Mountaineers pressing now. They do get it back. Kick to the side and just out of reach of Rihanna Beckles, who's coming into this game. Flanks, Benjamins, cleared a lot of missed passes from Redeemer in Mohawk's final zone. Mountaineers doing a great job of defending the good ones, but all of them being missed. And now a chance for Cook. Again, the aerial shot. Push the ball forward. Gets it back as a battle is won by the Mountaineers. You send it back. Well, take it away. So Cass is there to relieve any danger. Proper. Looking for options. For Sokas. Sokas. Holding. Waiting. Back. Tried to kick it and it is blocked there. Unfortunate giveaway by Calix. Given away by Redeemer.
Unlucky bounce off the drop right there.
Very unlucky. Now Redeemer have possession though. Audrey Benjamins plays it back. Leave it Manshaden. Manshaden takes it back. Get down into the corner. The Redeemer pressing as that is Hannah Mose will lose possession. First touches of the match.
Another long throw in the Seems like it'll dribble out again, but you're right. They're not going for anything short. They're exchanging the field, as you can see right here. These throw-ins are going the distance.
Seems to be both teams are doing it. Not a lot of waiting. It seems the counterattack is the way to go for both teams in this game. Is the through ball is through, and here's a great chance for Redeemer, but that one sails right past her from Hannah Moses. She will now get the ball and the Mountaineers ball again.
Both teams have been playing so defensively. I think it's going to have to be, a deflection or a throw-in where you're catching the defense a little bit off guard to kind of break through these either side's defense because they have been playing so well.
Definitely. Or a corner kick, as we saw. The Mountaineers have scored on that because it seems like in the final moments of an attack, they just can't seem to get through either defense. So now that ball is kicked forward and will be collected and held by the Mountaineers. Great ball forward there. Can she make it? No. Just hit too hard by Emily Schwartz, but Schwartz with a good idea. That's what you want to try to do. Try to catch them off guard, just like you said, Matt.
Especially down in the last 10 minutes of the half. Both teams are going to definitely be feeling the fatigue. We know it's been a hard-fought half, so I don't think anyone's trying to go for the hero play, but you never know. One deflection.
As Raven tries to make that hero play, it is deflected and will be a corner for Redeemer. So this is their first corner of the game. We'll have to see how the Mountaineers and Victoria Kerr can deal with this one. We already saw what their free kick looked like close to Kerr. There's a very good chance, a very good cross coming from Maya Siders. She will not be taking this corner. It will be taken by Alia Brukelman, who has been already close to goal. The corner comes in, the header is missed and cleared by the Mountaineers, as now we have another battle there and not able to be won by Brianna Beckles. Put down into the corner as Kendra Siders. Seems she is related. With the ball down and passed in, and we're getting her first taste of professional soccer here at the college level. And
She's looked poised. She's looked poised. Not too many shots directly on, but we know there's been a couple of those moments, especially with that corner there. We had the Pellegrino cross in earlier, and then the free kick, of course, where she has had to show up, and she's looked good so far.
Very much in position, not playing like she's nervous. And now the Mountaineers, the question is, can they give her a lead? But right now, they need to defend as Redeemer are pressing. There's the first real time. He's there, ready and waiting, as seen that the Mountaineers were going for a foul there. It didn't seem like it was, but
Not much, but they have been getting probably the brunt of the contact so far, but obviously not enough to warrant a call there from the.
no. He's only given one warning. That was to Kelman, but other than that, he hasn't really done anything. He's just been on his whistle when he's acting. That one is given away, but taken back by the Mountaineers. And now Beckles given across and stolen back away, bounced off of glass building. Cleared by Redeemer. Now a big battle in front. Going to be cleared, but not completely out. Brukelman, she may have a go here. She does. Onto her. Very nice and easy. Pressure now. You can say for the last 5 minutes, it's been all Redeemer.
It's felt tilted. I don't know if we're feeling that fatigue of the first half. It has been hard fought, but not much action down in Redeemer's end.
It's been creating chances, but then giving away, and Redeemer have been the ones who've been able to get into that final few yards of Mohawk territory. Now the Mountaineers, can they be the ones to do that? As that one's hit the quarter of McKellen. McKellen plays it through. Just out of reach. Brilliant pass there coming from Alia Greg Benhill. But now Redeemer pushing. That ball's hit right back to them. An unlucky bounce. It's put into the corner of Siders. Just out of reach of Kendra Siders. Almost a great pass there by Grace DeFries.
So much of the midfield game of Mohawk seems to have run through Madison Rodriguez, the freshman, and since she's been taken out, their transition game has struggled a little bit. I think they've had some opportunities, but like we said, it's felt a little bit tilted. We'll see if they make a change going into the second half. Assuming they get out of here unscathed.
Hopefully agree with you, but now here's a chance if they do leave unscathed as the ball is hit and just out of reach. And if you could say Mohawk do get away with that, does that look
It
dangerous?
looks dangerous. And Redeemer is really pressing. We've only got 3 guys back, and it is a bit of an onslaught, although not too many high danger chances,
Yeah,
but still good looks coming Kerr's way for sure.
sure. Their head coach right now, Paul Gianni, is not enjoying this, but he's definitely not pressing the red button or panic time.
I don't think you're quite there yet. I think there's a lot of adjustments they can make at the half. There's another one, sails by Kerr there, but I think they're gonna need to make a few adjustments here and there just to get out of this half. I think is the first goal though.
It was the first real scary shot that went wide. Wasn't hit too hard, luckily. Kerr was right there in position. Now the Mountaineers a little bit in survival mode right now. They haven't been able to create. They've been on the defensive end for the last few minutes, but now Cook takes it away.
She has been crafty so far.
She has been. Now Beckles has it. Down the corner, Brianna Beckles looking for some teammates in the middle. She will pass it back down to McKellen. We'll send it over. Big header there coming from Redeemer University to clear that. And now they will come the other way. Down the corner. Redeemer pressing. Kendra Siders into the middle. Is recovered, taken by Cook. Some great defense. On the side. Down to the last few minutes of the half. And what seems to be the Mountaineers might need a bit of a break and a reset. Maybe some tactical changes. Now that ball is given away by Rachel Kademi. Down the side is Kendra Siders again. She's had a great game so far for Redeemer. That will be a foul. Will we see a card? Nope.
Doesn't look like it.
I don't even think they're thinking about it. But now another substitution for the Mountaineers. So far, Redeemer have only made one substitution, and they've looked as tired as your Mountaineers. So maybe a different approach coming in.
Well, I think so far it's worked well for them, especially in this last 10 minutes. And if you're Mohawk, you know you're trying to get out of this half. You know everyone's a little bit tired. You don't want to be making any sloppy mistakes. No sloppy tackles either.
Yeah, definitely. Don't give the refs any reason to pull out a card. They haven't really had one yet. Was the Demi trying to catch that one down as the buzzer goes off. It doesn't seem that is the end of the half. As we will continue to play on. A first shot on net, and great save back there. There's a lot of curve on that shot. We're wondering why Kerr didn't fully commit, but she realized quickly that is going up high, and that was going in if she did not save that. That shot came from Ava Manshanding. The first real goal scoring
Real
chance.
for sure. Any nerves Kerr was feeling, you can tell they're gone. She's settled in. She is playing poised. She's playing very well. As another one comes in here.
Corner comes in, the header a bit too far away, not hit hard enough. Now the Mountaineers will try to counterattack. Demi is tripped up. And no call from the ref, just
Taken quickly.
we will have to have a reset.
Again, some extra time. Clock has expired. 45-minute mark.
We'll have to see how many minutes does the ref let these women play on for. McKellen with Gademi has Calix. Also has Sokaz. She'll put it back down to Dropper. Dropper, Sokaz, McKellen have been on the field the entire time. I think they're the only three that have been on for the entire 45 minutes for the Mountaineers. But now Redeemer trying to get one last chance. Will the referee blow? Will really give them that chance? It seems like he will for now. Going into the corner, into the middle. Kelman sink back. Man Shandon, and there is the whistle for the first half. 0-0 so far. Some good chances, at least for each team. They've had at least one dangerous chance, a couple corners.
Absolutely, both teams had their moments. Obviously, as we said, last maybe quarter of that half, a lot of Redeemer possession, a lot of play time in Mohawk's end. So there'll be some adjustments, we think, here at half, and we'll see. Maybe some fresh legs come in. They still got lots of players on the bench. Get Rodriguez back in there, maybe. And yeah, it'll be a good second half coming up.
It only took 5 to about 7 minutes for the game to really pick off. The hot potato passes stopped, and it was counterattack after counterattack. And I think that's why people got tired so fast.
Absolutely. It was a lot of up and down action, a lot of back and forth, long balls. But then once it was settled in, you could really tell that conditioning played a factor, especially in that second half.
See, obviously, we do not have access to the locker rooms to hear what is going on. But if you were the head coach of the Mountaineers, Paul Gianni, what do you think you'd say?
Well, speaking to him before the game, like I said before, he was very high praise, setting high praise towards the culture of this team. So I think he's going to lean on his veterans, lean on the Helens out there, you know, instill a lot of confidence through them because they did a lot of good things. They need to build on that. I think they need to work on the transition game, especially in the midfield. And it is what they did well. Herb played well. The defense had a lot of good plays. It was a bit of tough going there physicality wise, but I think you have a lot of good things you can build on, and just don't get down and try to sort of work your way out of your end and find some positive things in Redeemer Zone.
Look at that positive of the chances they create. When they have Rodriguez out there, Kelly, they were creating a lot of chances. And I think everybody gave her a pat on the back for that last save. I mean,
Absolutely.
did not look like a rookie at all out there.
No.
Off the corner, no mistakes were made. Very good debut for her. 0-0, I would say probably at least 2 shots on goal for each team.
I would say so. And I have to say, to Kurt's credit, I don't think that half makes Paul Giannini's goaltending competition decision any easier.
I think you're right about it, especially after last game with the shutout. So we'll have to see what happens. Please stay with us. Have about a 10-15 minute break between both sides, and we'll see you all then. Final 45 minutes. Here's I only left press chances both sides. There's still getting the feeling of more back and forth, but more now back and forth.
Very, very tightly checked game. A lot of good tackling. I've seen some physical play, but I think it's really cleaned up as the game went on, and we'll just see who kind of capitalizes on that chance because there's going to be some chances in this half, and I think this could be a close one. This could be a 1-0 game. We got a score, so I think it almost feels like a next goal win situation, but we'll see how it plays out.
See what both head coaches for each team, John Spain, Wigan Rudd, one for their sides. What changes have they made? Rodriguez back in the game. Ball I attacker. I know. Well, that's a on the side of our sliders with it. Wow. Other chance to cross it in. Nice cross. Would have been a handball. Referee does come. Or not actors, nope. It's all the throw. Did look like to be a handball. Maybe Mountains get away with it there. Down the box has it. Lost it. Gets it back. That one is for Tim Kelly. Was pitch as well. Beamer. They did it at the end of the half. Shader. Back.
Good move from Redeemer right here. Just sneaks by.
Howard Beach. Or that is pass for intended target of 100 months.
Almost a dangerous miscue there, but
It seems like both sides having passes just out of reach. And one more foul yet. He's going to throw it for Bernie Winter. So take it, as you said, we've only seen long throw-ins. And that trend will seemingly continue. Here puts it on possession. Raven down the corner. Reno. Want to cross it tonight. Here's another. Very good clearance coming from Lydia Sokas.
he's been solid as a rock tonight, along with the rest of Mohawk's defense. But I think her and LaRoche really have led the way.
Yeah, Marlon's loving as well. Remember, Rodriguez. Passes it off. There's Wayland. Oh, with puts it down the field, committee's pass. Target off. And we're throwing. Here's the ball. Calling the referee and ball. No card coming out. And now it'll be a free kick. And they're starting to get towards the net. And Gracie McKellen almost.
Did have that absolute laser beam and another good one broken up by Redeemer.
Away there by Fluffy Benjamins. As Pellegrino has it. Is it looked to me, even though you're on the opposite side of the bounds, linesman disagree. Stolen away by Dropper. Some great defense there by Marley Dropper. Past him, just past the legs of Emily Schwartz. We're not taking away. The through ball played to Kelly. Just past her legs. Can she get it? It's deflected, and it will be. Here's the ball. So off of Ben Hill's foot glass.
Kelly in the box here. She did lead the team with 3 shots in the win in their opening game, but she gets the ball.
Leo, she puts it down into the corner. Gets it back. Can she cross it? Deflects. First corner.
Go.
Great start from the Mountaineers in the second half after a disappointing end of the first half. How much drawing. This is how they scored their goal in their last game, as we already mentioned, thanks to Rodriguez.
Just about this time in their opening game, so very similar scenario. See if they can convert here.
Everyone in the box. Three players for the Mountaineers, not inside. As
Good LaRoche sneaking in at the top of the box. Oh,
shot is put back and blocked away. Great opportunity there for the Talents. But the Mountaineers will control possession as Rodriguez. Last team gets in the middle, but did not control that pass. And now Redeemer is coming down the flanks on the counterattack. The through ball is put through to Hannah Mose. She will cross it, but no one is there.
oh, and
Gets it back.
a bit of a miscue by Dropper, but they have recovered.
For a moment, and now Redeemer controls Abby Weingel. Has it. Taking across, a great pass there. Coming from Grace DeVries. Puts it in the corner. Here's the cross. The first real chance for Redeemer in the second half is gone high from Pellegrino.
And you can tell Redeemer is feeding it to Pellegrino in that spot. They have a lot of faith in her clearly, and they they are targeting her early in this half.
She had a lot of great chances in the first half, a lot of touches, and did pretty well. A lot of good crosses. Nothing into the net yet, but if you don't try, it will never happen. So she'll definitely keep it up, and it seems like the coach has confidence in her to keep getting it. So do her teammates as Redeemer continue their press. A great block and interception there. Tries to spring Kelly. It seems that has been their game plan a few times for the Mountaineers, but it hasn't quite worked out yet.
No, she's been the lone man up uh, at the striker there. A lot of tough spots for her going, outnumbered into enemy territory. Maybe it's time to move a guy up, but as we know, Redeemer has had so much offensive possession time. I think they're happy to commit to the back end as much as possible.
Dropper clears it down. Now Glassbergen tries to cross. It gets hit from behind. A great distraction there from
Redeemer
Redeemer.
does have some numbers here.
There's Pellegrino. She can cross it. There it is. And very good clearance. Very important clearances. The Mohawks defense has not wavered to start the second half, even with some good chances from Redeemer. A
Hard
great,
tackle there.
great tackle by Calix there. Claudia Calix, who played a lot of this game as well. And now the Mountaineers on the counterattack as Schwartz looking for Kelly. Finds her. The through ball, is it there? And it just out of reach. Some great defense coming from Hannah Mose for Redeemer, as that ball will be kicked out from Alia Breckelman's feet, and it will be Redeemer's throwing, but amazing chance for the Mountaineers, almost their first one-on-one chance, as it was Bernarda Torres, who just was pushed off the ball. Some great defense from Redeemer to save them. Mountaineers control possession in the back.
Bit of a
Very
lucky bounce. Oh,
aggressive touch. She got the same bounce twice, but the second time did not go her way, as Maya Siders with some great defending there. Greener. That ball is hit down the side, but no one is there. It will be Torres's ball with Maya Siders pressing her.
get a whistle here. We have a substitution from Mohawk.
A substitution for each team being made here. To see who it is coming on to the pitch for both sides, as it is number 14 again, Rachel Gudemi for Mohawk. She has been on pitch quite some time. She came on in the first half, about midway, and played, I think, the entire rest of the first half. So
She did, and she made honestly, some of the best looking plays of the half. Didn't really result in much, but she's sure, a jolt in the arm when she gets on the pitch because she is a lightning bug out there.
seemed like she was the striker a little bit there. I think when Kelly was off, it seems like Kelly will keep that position as lone striker. Redeemer with the throw in. It's taken by Kendra Siders. Given back to Wanja. A big bounce there, but it is controlled by Marley Dropper and cleared away. Rodriguez not able to take the ball from Wanja. Redeemer will control as it is. Emily Woolraven giving it down the side. Magrino tried to cross it through. Kendra Siders passes it back to her. Redeemer controlling possession very well.
Mohawk's traveling student section there starting to get into it.
Now the cross is in and cleared away pretty perfectly. Kademi.
Leah Luna has had a strong half so far. That's not her first big defensive play.
Right about that, as that ball is hit away, so it will be a Mountaineers throw in. That one is thrown in and headed right back. Will be another throw in for the Mountaineers. Another long throw in. It does stay in bounds as Kelly turns and now may have a chance, but a good recovery coming from Maya Siders.
That was good patience by Kelly, but there were just too many Redeemers around her. She's going to need a little bit more help. up front to generate something. As
Talking about that a lot, and that is cleared away from Luna Leo, who's also played a lot of this game. As we said, the defense has been the best for the Mountaineers in this game since the offense. There just hasn't been much to create. No one's making big mistakes, but now he's a through ball and a great chance, but Kerr in position. Another important play by her.
good poise there from the freshman. No scramble, just straight taking care of business. That's what you want to see.
Wanja finds Manchaden. Big
Ooh,
tackle there by Rodriguez.
the ref keeps the whistle away as if she must have gotten all ball there. But now we've got something.
Here it comes for the Mountaineers. Back to Rodriguez
Oh,
in the middle, and some great defense by Wanja. To put an end to that, but Kelly comes right back with a bit of pressure, and now the Mountaineers will take the ball back.
looks like the Mountaineers have a bit of energy as they take this one quickly.
The ref did not like that tackle from Kelman. The shot
Oh,
by Kelly, and you know what? That was pretty close from our angle.
you know what? If she's gonna be alone up there, she might as well start sailing them on net like that. That was the best chance of the half for Mohawk so far.
Not a bad effort at all. You will take that as
The whistle coming
another
in here.
sub as Rodriguez will be taken out again. Seems a little bit upset with the contact. I mean, I don't blame her with the contact that Redeemer has had on Mohawk's defense, as we talked about in the first half with LaRoche. She's just returning the favor. Nothing too dirty, just physical.
No, I think both teams have played clean, hard playing, but no cheap shots for sure.
That's what I love to see. As now, Academy. So down the side to Luna Leo. Controlling. Back to Rachel Gudemi. She will try to find Leo again, but a very good block by Emily Raven. And now the counterattack's on. Raven has two in the middle. The cross is in and wide. And Victoria Kerr again is right there.
Almost a dangerous bounce, but handled well.
Kerr will blast that one away. Mountaineers do recover. Now Gudemi in a bit of a 1v3 situation, does very
Oh.
well, wins it right back. Kelly trying to get open, and a tackle is made. I guess she must have tripped over the ball, and now Redeemer will come the other way. Manchaden hit off and out of play as it was out of reach of Emily Schwartz.
Emily Schwartz logged the most minutes for Mohawk last season, 651. So she's another one of those workhorses, another one of those vets they're going to be leaning on this year.
Very impressive right there, and a
Oh,
great
great
tackle.
tackle. Textbook right there.
All of the ball. That was amazing from Claudia Calix. Just out of reach for the Mountaineers as it will be Redeemer ball, but some great defense there.
You look up clean tackle in the dictionary. That tackle by Claudia Callis will show up. That was perfect. Perfect technique.
It should be the first image on Google when you search up a clean tackle. And now Redeemer trying to come the other way. It is blasted away by McKellen. Tried to find Hannah Kelly. Could not control that one. As it will be Redeemer ball. Get on immediately to Wanja. Abby Wanja finds Hannah Mose. Mose finds her teammate Woolraven. Woolraven tries to play it back to Mose.
Foot race here.
Between
Put out.
Torres and Mose, and Torres able to get rid of it, but it is going to be Redeemer ball.
It's a dangerous spot for a throw in. Good touch.
Will be cleared away. They did not go for the long throw in. Sometimes you see that where they'll do a throw in if they have a chance on goal into the middle, but those can be difficult throws. Funky bounce now. The Redeemer have it. Ooh,
Dangerous spot.
dangerous place to commit a foul for an early dropper. It wasn't a dangerous tackle, but the tackle was made, and now a great chance here for Redeemer will be Emily Woolraven taking the free kick. I guess she's the one to do it because she took the ball immediately and
She did. And she's the captain. She knows. She's sure of herself. Obviously, steps right up. We're almost out of penalty kick range where she's at right now, but just a little outside the box. See how Kerr handles this.
the shot is there and high over the
Sailed up
bar.
there.
Very good shot, a good attempt there from Woolraven, but it goes over the bar and Burr was right there all the way.
Looking at that replay, it was hit well, just a little too much on it.
As now the ball is cleared down from the Mountaineers, but controlled by Pellegrini. That one deflects off of LaRoche and will be Redeemer ball. Off the throw and taken by the Mountaineers, but given away as Redeemer will come back. But given away again. Stolen back by Redeemer. Winds up, controls, passes it back to Manshaden. Manshaden finds Mose. Mose back inside to Woolraven. Deflected away at late tackle there by the number 11, Alia Brutelman. As we said, she already did receive a warning from the ref. Ref hasn't done anything since then, but now that stays in bounds, and here's a great chance for Hannah Kelly. She needs some help, though. The pass. There's the shot on goal. Routine save.
Not bad. I like they had things going there. They had reinforcements coming up for Hannah Kelly. Like we've said, she can't do it on her own, and we got a big goal kick out here.
A great play by her, trying to set something up. Some great speed is there. It is again.
More fancy footwork.
The ball is one forward.
Oh, and that's a hard
That
tackle.
could be the first card of the game. No, I thought the ref was walking up to give a yellow card, but he hasn't even thought of that. Another free kick for the Mountaineers. We'll have to see if they will enter the penalty area. Seems like they're on the fringe, as that free kick is being taken by Emily Schwartz, I believe. Schwartz will cross it into the penalty area. Here's a chance.
Ooh, that looks good.
That is one of the toughest plays in the air and try to kick it. And a great effort there by Torres. Another chance for her. She's had 2 chances now.
She's looked good. She's really come on in the second half. We weren't calling her name quite as much, but she's making her presence felt as Redeemer's taking the ball in transition.
Winds it, puts it down into the corner now for Mose. Hannah Mose. Will she look for Brukelman? It stays low. Kerr mentioning, watch the box. Don't let them cross it in, as now Woolraven. And taken
Beautifully
away.
done.
Oof. Just to leave the pressure there as Emily Schwartz able to get a foot on that one. Controlled back though by Redeemer. Down into the corner for Kelman. Kelman looks for the cross. No one is there. She probably thought someone would run in as, oh, the dummy falls pretty hard. The ref didn't even look twice as that shot comes down.
A little bit of a bobble for Kerr, but she's got a handle on it now.
She'll collect that shot from Manshaden, who has also been on for Redeemer almost the entire game. They've only made 2, maybe 3 subs. See if that changes. That sounded very, very difficult, but Woolraven able to collect it. Wanja down into the corner to Mose.
And you got to respect Torres's hustle. I mean, she's contesting everything as she gets in front of the ball there to break that up.
Some great defense. Calix able to kick it down to Hannah Kelly against Abby Wanja. Will Kelly press on? She will. That'll be collected by the keeper there. That is Sarah DeYoung. We'll have to see who will get the shutout, or they'll both get the shutout between Sarah DeYoung and Victoria Kerr.
Some contact there.
Foul committed will be Redeemer ball as another sub coming in for Redeemer. Have to see who's coming up. It seems to be number 9. That is Maya Siders coming off. We have two players warming up for the Mountaineers right now. It is a free kick. It was a foul. One is played into the middle and right past Sylvia Sokas. But you were not able to capitalize off that. But can they capitalize off this? Man shading. Hannah Mose, the number 8, has been running a lot for Redeemer, getting open. But a fall there from DeVries. And now the Mountaineers coming back. Kademi passes it down into the corner. Hannah Kelly up front. Will she finally get those reinforcements? It is deflected, but it will not go out of play. Collected there by DeYoung. Great drop kick from DeYoung. Right up. The header is missed from Grace DeVries, but Hannah Mose passes it right back down to her. It is now DeVries.
Oh, beautiful by Dropper right there.
Great tackle indeed by Dropper to stop that chance, but Redeemer still has control of the ball.
Hard collision.
That was
And that's.
a hard collision between teammates, actually.
I think the ball may have done the brunt of the damage, but everything seems to be okay.
Manshaden tried to clear that ball as she was getting pressured by Schwartz, ended up hitting her teammate and then hitting her on the head right after.
All seems to be well, maybe a little shaken up, but play continues.
Manshaden back down to the side of Siders, Kendra Siders. Ball's given away. And here comes the counterattack. Look at this. Here come your reinforcements. And it's just out of reach.
But Kelly gets the loose ball.
Let's get the loose ball. Passes it down to the corner. A big touch. Just out of reach. Just hit too hard. But you can start to see the chances being created.
They're making some. It looks like Mohawk still has more in the tank. It's definitely not as lopsided in terms of possession-wise as it was in the first half, especially towards the end of it.
We'll have to see. Both teams, clearly, whatever was said in between halves is being well received by the teams, by each players. And now, Redeemer on the counterattack. Great ball for Raquelman. What a ball there from Manshaden. Raquelman back down in the corner. The cross.
Oh,
And her is right there. It was just out of reach. But not for Victoria Kerr. A very important catch to make right there. That ball now, Hannah Kelly.
Kelly with some
One-on-one.
space.
It is a one-on-one for Hannah Kelly. Can she score? Is easily collected there by Sarah Young. Great chance for her in a one-on-one against Talia Vregdenhill, who has been on the field the entire time for Redeemer University. She is one of the veterans, 4 years, so clearly she captains the defense.
And she captains and she anchors that defense. I mean, Hannah Kelly's had many chances in on that side, but nothing to show for it yet, unfortunately.
Definitely being marked by Talia Vregdenhill as Kademi did meg one of the players, not able to collect it back up, but her style continues. I mean, she's been great. No foul called there as that ball is hit down to the side. The Redeemer bench looks pretty upset. They want the calls to go their way, but clearly they didn't see that first half, and they were very physical.
Looks like Redeemer has a player waiting to make a substitution.
Well, the Mountaineers had a few players warming up, but no substitution coming out yet. As it is a corner. Dangerous area. Only Hannah Kelly not in the box for the Mountaineers. The cross comes in. Easily taken on there, but she looks a bit shaken up.
Looks like right in the gut, unfortunately. Maybe knocked the wind out of her a little bit as we hope everything is okay. The trainer for the Mountaineers is coming onto the field.
Definitely not an easy thing to take. These soccer balls are pumped all the way. Not only will they hurt your feet, but they will definitely hurt anywhere you get hit.
And it looks like she may be waving the trainer off.
Yep.
She gives a thumbs up to the bench, to the coach.
Great sign. Everyone okay? No injuries so far, knock on wood, for both of these teams. As another corner will come back in for Redeemer. The corner is high outside. The header is missed by Raquelman. The cross comes back into the middle, and we are getting very close to a goal. But Victoria Kerr all over that one.
I think it's safe to say at this point, next goal will likely decide it, as it has been a very tightly checked game.
Defensive masterclass for both teams. Only really maybe mistakes you can count on one hand of how many there's been. I mean,
And there's always been, you know, a excellent defensive recovery following those mistakes. So there haven't been too many miscues.
definitely as the cross comes back in, Brikelman.
Okay, very nicely done by Kerr.
But Kerr follows the ball, tracks it, and collects. So now the Mountaineers try to counterattack. Gademi. Rachel Gademi controls, passes it back. Taken by Dropper. She passes it across. The Mountaineers control. It's to McKellen, but she loses it. That ball given away. Now the Mountaineers will come back off the pass from SoCas. On the left side. Will she try to find Hannah Kelly in the middle? Not able to, as again, the numbers game too much for the Mountaineers. It will be their ball throwing. Basically at the half as a substitution is being made here.
If you're the Mountaineers, do you go for an all-out attack, or do you play for the tie as this winds down and not leave yourself open for a defensive gap, because they have played such good defense. That is their strength, clearly.
They have, as now here comes a chance for them as the substitute immediately. Beckles, Brianna Beckles back out there. She had a very good first half, and she is
And
and the call is made.
she played hard. That is just textbook playing hard. She initiated the contact cleanly, and they win the exchange.
Now two more substitutions coming in. It will be Kelly headed off, and what appears to be Bernardo Torres. Yeah, dangerous tackle there from Redeemer.
I think Rodriguez is coming on to take this kick right here. Yep.
I think a very, very good move there from Paul Gianni. Can see that this is a really good chance to get the first goal.
Essentially a corner kick here.
Indeed. Still a lot of time left in this game. We're thinking about next goal wins because of how close it's been and how great teams have defended. Now the the free kick from Rodriguez comes in.
Now look at the corner.
He does.
And De Jong just could not handle that one.
Like I spoke
cleanly.
into existence.
A little bit of a commentator curse.
Yeah.
There.
That goes the other way from one. So De Jong spills the ball, and now
We'll see that
the
on the
real
replay
corner.
there. The real corner.
There it is, taking her time. The cross, it looks good. It hit someone. It was going on net, and it will be a goal kick, not another corner. So must have hit a Mountaineer player. I'll tell you what, not bad from Rodriguez right there on target. As maybe a little bit more elevation or a lucky bounce, and that could have been a goal.
You can tell Coach Genie really trusts his rookie Rodriguez, bringing her in key moments like that. And they didn't get the score, but it was a good effort. And you can tell that there's a lot of trust in that relationship already, even after a couple games.
Good effort and a great chance as that ball is taken away by Emily Schwartz. She'll play it back. Ball's put forward and off the header. Oh, that surely is a foul, and it is called. Even though it's incidental, she did get in the way of Brianna Beckles, who has been, since coming on the pitch, not even a minute ago, has already been all over the ball. Some great play from her, some great energy. And here we go again for Rodriguez. Another chance of a free kick. Although this one, you can say she could go for goal here.
We know she has a leg. This is well within her range. Let's see what she does.
Wants people to move. She goes for goal.
The icebreaker.
Open mistake. Madison Rodriguez into the top corner. What a strike. from about the 30-yard line.
Wow. Now that is true poise from the freshman. We were just saying she's got trust with her coach, and you can see why, because she just sunk an absolute laser into that top corner.
That is the opening goal. An unbelievable sweep on the free kick. We saw the free kick earlier. It looked good. The corner looked good. And then now,
And it was only a matter of time. Both teams were really having putting the pressure on since the start of the game, really. So, like we said, that it could be next goal wins.
it,
That
it would have been a shame for it to end 0-0 with how good these teams have played.
it would've.
What a goal coming from Madison Rodriguez, her first ever goal for the Mountaineers. She already has an assist. So now, after 2 games after this one, a goal and an assist. I mean, how you can't start better.
Can't argue with that. I think she's earned her place, obviously, as a starter, and she's clearly producing.
Definitely is.
Some hard contact there. No whistle.
Whistle at all is now. We'll have to see what do Redeemer do? You've played really well, you've created, but the score says 1-0 for the Mountaineers as someone ran into someone. It will be Redeemer ball.
You have to think the Mountaineers will really settle in. Obviously, go for it, go for another goal, but with how tight it's been, you have to protect this lead, and they have the defensive players to rely on. And I think parking the bus maybe not a bad strategy to employ here. There's still plenty of time.
Cross comes in off the free kick and headed away very easily. Rodriguez there to control it, and we've seen good counterattack. So parking the bus, counterattack might be the play, as now the Mountaineers pressing. Aspergen just loses the ball.
Captain trying to get something going for her squad.
Walked away, and now Gudemi was fouled. She's been the punching bag in the second half.
If McClellan was doing the role the first half, Gudemi has definitely taken up the mantle. She's all over the place. LaRoche, McClellan,
And Gudemi have been nothing malicious, but
no, playing hard, playing
it's
hard.
not fun getting hit over and over.
No.
Sure.
And trust me, that turf does not feel good.
No, that is not grass. That is turf. That is not comfortable. Now the Mountaineers will control. I mean, this is the game you want to play, but you don't want to get pressure. That's what they did in the first half very well. Just put a lot of pressure. That ball from Kerr is very well placed. That one is not. And now Redeemer advantage plays on. And oh, listen, we might be biased because we are Mohawk commentators, but that is a awful call from the referee to not play advantage there. That was a great chance for Redeemer University. Yes, they'll still have a good chance from this free kick, but that was
Especially in a key point like this in the game, you have to let that go.
I think they had the numbers there too.
Obviously, we don't have the vantage point of the referee. We'll trust his judgment, but from what we saw, looked like that could have been a good chance for Redeemer.
Even though this is another good chance for them, I think the Mountaineers can get away with one is now.
Well, we have a dueling free kick game here.
Well, it's in a similar spot. As here it comes. It is low and blocked. As the ball is deflected in front, Kerr is there and collects. A different approach from Rodriguez. It was low, got a couple blocks and bounces, but Kerr tracked it all the way.
Gudemi might have gotten the better part of the first initial kick.
As Bukelman wide.
And that's a heartbreaker.
Wow, Kerr. We'll give credit to her for putting the pressure on that. Is a couple of headers there by Redeemer. I think it bounced off a Mountaineer head, ended up right in front of Burkelman, but she is not able to put it in as Kerr put all of her strength onto there to make sure she did not have a good shot on that.
And Redeemer really in full press mode now.
Indeed, as they should be, as we have about 10 minutes left, still plenty of time. Nothing for the Mountaineers to just sit back and relax.
Definitely not.
With the way that Redeemer has played, but now they have their chance. Down the side, Rodriguez pressing to the net. And some great defending from Talia Regnanhill. She has been amazing in this game for Redeemer. And now that ball's sent back, headed away and controlled by Mohawk. The Mountaineers leading 1-0 so far in this game. Is that one right off of Hannah Mose, but she doesn't even flinch. And now Redeemer come back. Benjamin's holding.
Good
Haskell gets her
clear.
way in a perfect clearance.
Excellent.
That was, I would have thought that was a goal kick.
There you
Wouldn't have known it was a clearance unless saw it was one of the defenders. And that's exactly what you want to see as another substitution coming in for both sides. We'll have to wait and see what Redeemer choose to do here.
Looks like Gademi heading off. She's played a fantastic game. You'd have to imagine her day is done, but she was all over the pitch.
She has played amazing, showed some brilliance with 2, 3 moves that were very impressive. And I think she was the only one that even tried to go for crazy moves, and
I think so.
it paid off.
It paid off. Although there seems to be some sort of confusion with the sub.
Let's see what happens here. It was, I think we do have a trainer on the bench to check on with the Mountaineer players. We have had a few big collisions in between players and the ball itself. So I obviously heard nothing serious. It might just be a bloody nose.
We've seen balls smacking into people's faces. We've seen collisions. We've got a little bit of everything in this game, and it has been a great one.
Also saw an unbelievable goal from Rodriguez, Madison Rodriguez, with probably the best strike you will ever see from a free kick. And Sarah DeYoung, I think she thought it was going over the net because she was stunned that it ended up in the top corner.
She put it right on that top shelf, right in the bucket. I mean, you couldn't have scripted that any better.
For sure, you definitely couldn't have us. We will have an injury substitution. Something this to happen, so obviously hope everyone will be okay.
Looks like Sokaz coming off the field. I could be mistaken about that. Seems to be leaving on her own power, though.
She's good. Probably just took a ball to the face. Could be a concussion protocol or a serious bloody nose. So we obviously hope for the best. Now we wait. The time obviously is still ticking in soccer. The clock never stops. So all the minutes, all the seconds that are quote unquote wasted for injuries or a ball being put out of play for a long time will be added on for extra time.
There have been a couple of stoppages, so we will have a bit of an extension on the end of this.
Long throw coming in from the Mountaineers. Block. I would assume that there'd probably be added 4 minutes. The ref, maybe 3.
And don't forget, we got the men's game coming up immediately, almost immediately after the conclusion of this exciting contest.
It'll be the same 2 schools, so I wonder, if if it ends 1-0 Mountaineers, I'm sure the men would like to get their own win, so then it ends as a 1-1 series.
Well, we've heard the student section really up in their cheering game this half, and I think the men's team is sitting amongst them, so they're definitely soaking in this one, and that should bleed over into their contest, hopefully.
Definitely, as the Mountaineers coming down the flanks. A great chance here, as that is again Brianna Beckles looking great as she crosses it in, and DeYoung is there. A amazing effort from Alyssa Glassbergen who tried to make it. And I gotta say, Brianna Beckles has looked absolutely amazing for the Mountaineers. She's come off the bench in both halves. She's come in with just pace, amazing pace and speed. But now Kendra Siders crossing it down. Here is a chance. Pellegrini, we've talked about her a lot during this game. She has been the crosser, as now it is Kendra crossing it in. Deflects. That one off the crossbar. Up front, the flag is up.
And
Offside. Offside. The flag is up. And wow, that was close.
And it's getting tense coming down to the wire here.
It is. That ball was Hannah Mose with a very interesting touch. Looked like a bit of a Trivella using the outside of her foot, curling it pretty much almost perfect, just out of Kerr's reach, but the crossbar, the great equalizer, and it goes out of play.
And Kerr really not being allowed to rest at the end of this game. She's still going to be tested, Redeemer is not going to go down quietly, so
Definitely not.
see
And
if that poise continues for
for
freshman in
sure,
the last couple of minutes
for
here.
sure. And luckily, it wasn't offside because that chance was not over. It was kept on
It was
going.
not.
It bounced back into play, which you don't rarely see where it bounces right
No.
back in front of the net.
It's a dangerous spot for a goaltender, especially when you get turned around, as we get a very nice tackle there.
Avi Wanja getting pressured right now from the number 7 of the Mountaineers, Torres, who has been all over the pitch, and that's off Avi Wanja. Great pressure there.
That was all Torres.
All Bernardo Torres right there, and a great throw in trying to find her. As Hannah Kelly does lose that battle to Wanja, that ball's hit down, trying to find the number 12 of Manshaden. Now Laurent controls. Tried to find Torres. It should be Mountaineers ball, and it is. Any point of this game where it is Mountaineers ball, where they are controlling, is good for them. As Rodriguez tries to cross it into Kelly, and it is blocked. But she did not
Oh.
get enough of it. A great chance for the Mountaineers to really seal this game. Another good block from LaRoche to keep it down into Redeemer territory. But I gotta say, any play like this where they have control of the ball, it just continues to put pressure on Redeemer because they want to tie up this game.
So much for parking the bus. Mohawk is in full attack mode, clearly. That was a beautiful play by Torres to generate the throw in, and then
Yeah,
Rodriguez with almost another assist. She is really standing out in this one offensively.
very nearly was. Hannah Kelly did control it well, but she just couldn't get the right touch. And it all really started off, as you said, from that great tackle and then the throw in from LaRoche as the Mountaineers will continue to control it until it is given away to Manshaden.
And the Mountaineers looking much fresher at the end of this half as we get a foul here.
It will be Mountaineer ball. It looked just like a battle, and the referee decided. The Manshaden did grab her down. That is a great ball forward for the Mountaineers. They are now coming down the lane. Great tackle there. And it is taken away. Maya Siders, amazing tackle. And now Redeemer with time ticking in this game. Can they find a late equalizer? Cleared away. That is what you're going to want to do now. If you weren't parking the bus before, best to do it now.
This is park the bus time. I think we're going to see Hannah Kelly on her island again, but I think at this point that is A-okay as long as they keep doing things like that, although it dribbles back out to the Redeemer.
Was that Neymar flopping or is that serious? It looks pretty
Oh,
serious.
I think
That is, it fell
it
down
was a
hard.
hard contact. I think that was mostly contact with the ball.
Yeah, it looked like just a battle for the ball. Hit her hard in the leg, as we said. These soccer balls would pump all the way. That was Emily Woolraven that fell down pretty roughly after getting hit by the ball. To see,
Trainer out attending to her.
now I'm thinking it must be 6, maybe 8 minutes.
It's been a lot. We've had a couple of injury stoppages, a lot of throw-ins. Those they do add up. And yeah, I think the ref's gonna really let this one go, especially in a tight contest. And the Redeemer player up on her own accord, although looking like she's favoring a leg there. That's a nice applause from the crowd.
Great sportsmanship from the crowd. Been cheering for both teams. Cases of injury, which we've seen too, sadly, but as the way the game is played, these women have played tough tonight. Fair. Really only 2 challenges you could say from either team that have been too physical, but it is
No, I think there's a lot of mutual respect here. You know, two local teams, a bit of a battle of Hamilton here, but very well played on either side.
So it's been a pleasure to watch this game, but it is still not over. As the Mountaineers try to hang on with the time winding down. We are at the 90th minute. We are going to assume there's about 6 minutes still going on here. The Mountaineers controlling, but now Redeemer. Pellegrini tries to cross it in. Kerr doesn't even pick it up. Takes the touch. I mean, doesn't look nervous at all out there. Somebody tell her that we're in the 90th minute, up 1-0, but
You're about to win your first game with a clean sheet.
it'd be pretty awesome. But
There you go. And she's gonna boot that one out. I would say healthy amount of time wasting there.
yeah,
Some veteran savvy.
Here's a chance for the Mountaineers. Anna Kelly wins that battle. Gets it back. Rodriguez tried to play Kelly. Very nearly did. I guess who's back on that ball? It is LaRoche. He kicks it away. More time wasted, making it more difficult.
Big toss.
Very good throw, but LaRoche all over that. But then blasted away by Abby Weinja. She's been all over this game as well. Anna Mose can't clear it. Taken away there by Schwarz. Schwarz pushes it forward into Glassbergen, who's been on, I think, for the entire second half, looking very solid. And it will be Mountaineers' ball. This is more time being wasted. I mean, yeah, take your time with this one, LaRoche. Take all the time you need. This is your time, Valerie LaRoche, to waste that time. Big
Looking for
throw.
Rodriguez.
And what a pass to Kelly, just out of reach. You got to say, these plays being set up, you can tell a lot of these, they obviously haven't played together a ton, but
There's definitely chemistry building between Kelly and Rodriguez.
looking very solid. Well, that one is put forward into Bertelman. She loses it there to Calix. Torres. Her teammates yell at her behind. Torres back into the middle to Calix. That's going to be given away, but taken immediately right back. What a tackle from Sokaz there. Sylvia Sokaz giving the possession back to the Mountaineers. They get one more chance. Maybe they can. As Glassbergen tries to cross it in, it goes wide.
And this could be.
Out of play. Yep.
Nope, we are still a go.
Out of play. It will be Redeemer ball, and DeYoung's not taking the kicks anymore because they just want to send it down in for a bit of a cross from down here. That one is put forward and well from Maya Siders. Deflected high.
Big clearance there.
Important clearance to force Redeemer University to reset. Another very good play by Glassbergen, getting rid of the ball. The ref looking at his watch. We'll have to see if he will call it. Throw in coming in from Redeemer. There it is out. It will be Redeemer ball. Ref looking at his watch again, teasing everyone. And substitutions coming in. I thought it was the final whistle. I was waiting for
He
the
really
second.
teased us there,
Oof.
but Mohawk's getting a couple of pairs of fresh legs. Even if this is the last go here, get as many fresh bodies in there as you can.
Did say there was a lot of time that was
And
paused.
there was a bit of contact there, no whistle.
Big tackle there between two of the players. And now Manshaden trying to cross it in. Blocked again by Torres. She has looked phenomenal. This entire Mohawk defense, from the defenders themselves to the midfielders, have all come back and defended well.
And there it is.
There it is. The Mountaineers win it 1-0 after a free kick. Unbelievable free kick from Madison Rodriguez into the top corner at about the 70th, 78th minute. The shutout goes to Kerr, her first clean sheet in her first game. Great debut.
Great debut. You can see her teammates embracing her there. Who would be your player of the game? I mean, there's a lot of good options. You mentioned Rodriguez with the absolute phenomenal goal. Her with her win, but a lot of good players on that defense. I mean,
I think I'd give the player of the game to the defense. I think, especially in that first half, and I will give credit, obviously, Rodriguez, what a strike, and Kerr, that one save she made, that one really good one that was up high. You know, maybe Mohawk don't score that.
I mean, it is the difference. It's the difference between a 1-0 game and a 1-1 game, or maybe even if they hadn't have scored 0-1 for the Redeemers. So all around, I would agree. The defense as a collective, they deserve the MVP, but I think as a team, it was a great all around showing.
Amazing performance, just as you said. Laps coming in from more Mountaineers. In the first half, back and forth, I'd say Mohawk dominated 10 minutes and his Redeemer, but second half for at least 20 minutes, it was all Mountaineers. That's how they got their goal.
See the men now warming up as they're getting ready for their showdown. Hopefully It's all Mountaineers this warm September evening. It's chilled down a little bit, but still nice.
Yep. No snow yet, even though maybe, who knows, maybe I just jinxed it and it'll be coming down soon. But so my grandfather always tells me that tomorrow it's gonna snow. So
Never know.
exactly, you never know.
Crazier things have happened, I suppose.
Yes, as we have a great moment of embrace between both teams. Amazing sportsmanship from both teams. Not only was this an entertaining and intense game, like there was sportsmanship. There was nothing too like, oh my goodness. There was no dangerous tackles. It was just fair, tough, physical football, soccer. That was a great game.
All around great game. Exactly what you said. And for the Mountaineers, what a better way to start your season. Back-to-back wins and back-to-back shutouts. Clean sheets all around. This goalie contest is not going to be easy.
I tell you what will be easy is keep putting in Riga.
It's true. She made the difference there, obviously, with the game-winning goal.
And we were both just stunned to see how
think
he
so.
played. That curled in perfectly. And some respect coming in from the Redeemer University. Winning games from them as well. They made this a contest, made it intense at the end and in the beginning.
They're going to look to keep this going. The Mountaineers will be back in action against the Fanshawe Falcons in a couple of days, September the 14th. That'll be on the Fanshawe Sports Network, but we will be back
We'll be there.
soon enough.
We'll be there and we will be here for the next game, as we said, between Redeemer University, Mohawk College, the men.
Here we go.
For the men later tonight as it gets later. I wonder, yeah, we'll have to check the temperature if it'll have any effect. Obviously, we're on turf, but maybe the wind will pick up. Maybe there'll be snow, but
Might help with fatigue. Nice, cool temperatures.
yeah.
You know, the men will be as well a high-paced contest, so we'll see how they weather the currently perfect conditions. But we'll see.
We'll see you then. Thank you all for listening.